And we are back with the matchup of a century. Disrupt Gaming, Powerhouse. Who are you taking?
Uh, I don't know if you're allowed to ask me that question, as I'm here to provide unbiased. PG's gonna win. Casting.
This is definitely a game we have been hoping to see, and both of these teams are now 2-1 in the qualifier, and it has lined up.
This is the game. Whoever wins this qualifies. Whoever loses gets one more chance. I'm excited, man.
The teams were in the pregame lobby having a good talk back and forth. Everyone seems to know each other.
Yeah, these are both CCSW teams.
And now they are going to be competing to be an NACL Season 1 team.
We see
Bands?
Buck, Nomad, Echo Band. Last band probably gonna be the Mira, I would expect. And let's see if I'm right on that. Look at that. I win some more money from Ghost.
You will win $0 from me because I don't take ban. What? Ban what? I don't even know the word.
Band bets.
Ban bets. That should be a real name. Rainbow
By the way,
Six
for
head
those
bets.
of you that are just tuning in, you've got Ghost casting alongside me, Daydrinker22. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm sure we have hell of a game for you coming up here. We're all excited.
First round coming out, we got Powerhouse on the defense, Terra running the Legion, Automay on mute, CCSW All-Star on Mozzie, Daddy's on the Jaeger, and Y-Lime on Maestro.
I'm pretty sure that's Emily. I think it's Emily backwards.
That does look like it. Okay, so first site we're going to be going to here, it looks like it's going to be Hookah. Classic first site. Looks like we're going to be reinforcing reinforcing inside VIP. Quad wall, Hookah's getting reinforced. Rotation hole to be coming out. Spaghetti on the ground. Looks like a normal setup. Anything sticking out to you, Dan?
It seems pretty basic. This kind of seems like a default setup for Hookah. You have your standard rotates, you're reinforcing, pretty much all the same walls you'll usually see in any competitive game. Coastline is one of those maps that for me falls under attacker sided. Unlike Clubhouse, unlike Villa, which are both games that you've seen in this channel today, are those the only maps that we've casted so far? I think it is.
Yeah, we've done Clubhouse, we've done Villa, and those are the only two, I believe.
And now here we are on Coastline. Attacker sided, in my own opinion. If you disagree, let me know in chat. Early drone phase coming out. Attacker's just going to gather the intel here, see how they can make this push work. Looks like we're going for a penthouse take here. Once the intel comes out that it's probably clear, they're going to drop down and start taking control of that side of the map. Maestro just waiting patiently, not on cams or anything. Should probably be on cams, giving intel to their team. We have two below, Mozzie and Legion, just kind of rotating around. A lot of intel denial as you see Mute and Mozzie. Jihui on the Zofia going to go ahead and put a Claymore down on white stairs, make sure nobody flanks up there as they are doing a penthouse take. You don't want anyone coming from behind and shooting you in the back of the face. Minute 35 left in the round. Not a whole lot going on in terms of gunfights. I feel like this is going to be a slugfest as soon as they start going for their plant. And then maybe even into a post plan. We'll see how the gunfights turn out. Maestro cam destroyed by the Zofia. Thatcher goes out. Kind of a waste utility there as it was already destroyed. But maybe it got a goo mine or two in the process. Just patiently holding angles. Just missed. I think it was the Legion popped, or no, I think that was the mute that was about to peak. Fry Queen taking out CCS All-Star. That's the Mozzie off the board. His utility's already out. He's not going to be able to control any more drones.
Yeah, the sledge coming out of VIP right now, going to make an angle as Bailey, aka Daddy Season and Terror both get killed. Maddox gets a double, turns, gets a triple.
Ooh.
3v1, Maddox with a triple kill. Plant going down, all down to Emily. She's got 81 bullets in the chamber. She's pushing in, able to get Maddox, but unable to get the other two.
She did not see that one. Hiding behind the pool table there. She was in her sight. Sophia was there. And Maestro just unable to see because the sight was blocking her. Unfortunate.
So we received a lovely update from the Twitch channel that Daddy Season is Bailey, CCSW All-Star is Lissa.
Good to know.
That would be making this a lot easier. So we're going to be going back to hookah billiards. Looks like we're going to be running kind of the same lineup for both sides. I like Dope Girl over there on Lion. I think Lion is one of the operators in this map that makes a crucial difference. If you weren't going to bring a Lion, I'd bring a Dokkaebi. I mean,
I know when we played Coastline, I think we brought Lion and possibly Dokkaebi every round on attack.
Some people say toxic, and I call them tactical.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Lion's definitely in a bit of a better place than when he was first released, where he was press a button and you win the round. His nerfs were definitely beneficial for the entire Rainbow Six community.
Oh,
Because,
God.
man, did I hate playing against Lion. I still do, but it's not as bad.
So it looks like Lissa over here trying to get Jahui's drone. She tried to shoot it with the Mozzie Piss, missed, tried to pistol it, and Jahui is able to escape with her drone alive.
By the way, I saw in the Twitch chat who are these casters. It is Ghost and Daydrinker22. We don't have commands set up at the moment. We're a two-man show for this channel right now. We'll be working on commands, don't worry.
So looking at this attack, it looks kind of very similar to the first one. We got people over here on the balcony. The hatch just opened in the bathroom. One over there. Looks like Dope Girl's already on the roof like she was last round. So they're gonna go ahead and clear out the master side. They're gonna maybe look to drone out basement just to make sure no one's there. They'll be pushing in the VIP, and then most likely they'll be pushing over there to Aqua. I think we have one defender downstairs right now. It's the Mozzie sitting inside of Sunrise Bar. And I think
Looks
Terra...
like Legion's rotating over into kitchen from service. They're just kind of holding down below, making sure nobody's down here to rotate up white, or sorry, up blue. There's too many colors on this map.
Maddox trying to get some vertical play here on those below in the kitchen. She breaks her way into VIP, has a grenade in hands. Gonna take out that Maestro cam, get that intel denied.
We're probably going to take out the mute jammer that was there as well.
Maddox
is going to take out the Mozzie below.
drone
Nice
look coming
shots.
out on the Aqua as the team has now rotated. Default cam still up, just got taken out. Jahui spots the Maestro cam, gives it a ping for her team. Jaeger's still sitting behind the vase.
Taking out that Mozzie was pretty good for the attackers. That's C4 off the board, and that's also a lot of intel denial. You can still look at the Mozzie cameras, but you can't control them anymore. And it looks like Autumn may have been downed on the mute.
No,
Or
Autumn got
maybe
the
it was
kill.
the Jaeger.
Autumn picks up a second kill onto the sledge of Maddox as Jackal goes ahead and rotates here. Autumn peeks out again, SMG 11 kill onto Jackal. I believe that's a triple kill so far for Autumn, as Jahui and Cammy are the last two alive. They're going to be going ahead, do a little bit of drone work, set up some flank drones, have their teammates watching for them. This is still winnable. Autumn May sitting around 20 HP. However, they're going to have to go through a field of Legion mines as well as the 81 bullets in Maestro's magazine.
They do have a Thatcher on the board. I don't know if they have any more EMPs available, but those will eliminate the Legion charges they paid out the C4. take some shots, but lose the gunfight, and Powerhaus ties it up 1-1.
Autumn getting a quad kill there really made a difference for the team. She was able to pick off quite a few players that were still outside in the map as well. That Jackal made a huge impact being on that Billiards rappel last round, and Autumn shut him down right away.
This is the gameplay that I was hoping to see all day. I was hoping that we'd be able to see DG and Powerhaus, two of the biggest names in our tournament, facing off against each other.
Fry Queen switching over to the gridlock here as a great operator for that flank control. As we saw that Powerhaus had two players roaming. Oh, and Maddox switches off the sledge to the Monty. Maddox has been making a huge impact with her gun skill so far in this tournament. It's going to be interesting to switch her more to a support role in that Monty as a walking drone.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that change kind of scares me. I haven't seen her play Monty yet, but I have seen her play operators with real guns, and I don't know if she's the one that should be on Monty, but maybe she's a disgusting Monty player and she's been hiding it.
Monty, man. Seems like we're going to kitchen here, doing a normal setup, reinforcing Sunrise Bar, reinforcing all of kitchen. They're leaving the triple wall open. I'm expecting them to make some kind of holes in there so they could watch it from luggage. Looks like Terra just barricaded up office into blue.
I'm curious what they're gonna do with that last wall of triple.
Yeah,
if
I'm not.
anything, maybe some bullet holes. There's the road fade. And what you'll see a lot of teams do, I don't know if they will, but they'll set up a shield to kind of help defend that area, because that is a long line of sight. But it doesn't look like that's gonna happen.
Autumn May here on the pulse, trying to get maybe an early peek onto someone running to the front door. Decides to go back, pulls out the heartbeat scanner, realizes that some people are outside service. Well, that Monty's lining up to come in. Monty's already bullying his way into service.
Lion comes out. This is... Are they gonna try to plant right behind the Monty?
Dope Girl gets an early pick on the Terror with the Claymore as Jahui sitting here in the reverse angle from the drone hole, trying to get a pick from someone rotating into the bathroom. She's pacing enough to go in. Alyssa gets a nice 4 on Takemi as she picks up a double kill on the Maddox. The Monty's down early, 4v3 in favor of the defenders.
And I think that was their entire plan for the push, was to plant behind the Monty, but Monty's down. They're gonna have to readjust their push here.
Fry Queen able to pick up a nice kill to even it out, 3v3. She's gonna go ahead and drone herself in upstairs. Jahui, does she have the information that someone's just next to her in the restroom?
I think she thinks that she sees somebody, but I'm pretty sure that's just the side of a bag.
So we have Autumn, May, Alyssa, and Emily still alive for Powerhaus. They're sitting on site here waiting for that push to come in. Meanwhile, we have Disrupt Gaming taking top control. Hopefully they can open some stuff up, get some vertical play going. However, they're lacking in... Oh, C4 comes out. Autumn May unable to connect onto the gridlock. However, spots her.
But she shoots her right in the face. That's gridlock out. And you're now at a 2v3, and you don't have the diffuser. And another misplay, not seeing the ADS there. That's going to eat up possibly her last Sophia charge.
Autumn May picks off for a second kill onto Jahui on the Sophia. Line charge comes out. We have Emily sitting in the desk. Oh, but Autumn May picks up a triple kill to end the round. 2-1 in favor of Powerhaus. I think Disrupt lost that round due to their lack of vertical play. Verticality in this game, especially on this map, is key.
It's definitely important. I think they thought they were going to be able to be sneaky, get the Monty in there, plant behind him, and that was going to result in a win. But it's so hard to get everything in place for that. I mean, it didn't look like there were any smoke grenades going out or anything to help cover the plant. And they read it perfectly, Powerhaus did. They were able to toss out the C4, get rid of the Monty, and then follow it up and kill the planter. And that's diffuser down right in service door. And you can't grab that without exposing yourself to a defender.
After getting a triple kill on the pulse, Autumn decides to switch off onto the mute. And Lissa picks up the pulse. I like the pulse play on this map due to the verticality. Having that heartbeat scanner can really make a difference. Doesn't look like anything crazy going on with the setup as Autumn goes ahead and puts the default holes there in blue bar. And they reinforce the office side as well as all 4 walls in orange. We'll go ahead and go up a floor here, see what's reinforced. They got 1 in hookah. That's about it, with a rotation hole coming in as well.
This is a pretty standard setup for defending your blue bar.
Yeah, absolutely. I know that when we were playing, this is a tertiary site. It's one of the harder ones to control, but if you can get that vertical play and keep the attackers from getting the vertical play, you have a very good chance of winning. Terra over here on the other side of the map, maybe hoping to get an early pick or maybe a late rotation, as it seems like Disrupt Gaming is going for a solid B push here into orange. Say, however, did you notice what DG forgot to do?
Cam was still up.
That is crucial.
It's
Crucial.
so bad. You have to get rid of default camera. You're giving intel to the defenders.
And there it
for
is.
free.
And there it is. Terra solid on the camera. Rotates to billiards. Gets a free kill. And then in chat, default cam. That's a bummer. You hate to see it, especially at this level. I always say it's the littlest things that come down to round wins. As Jahui picks off Bailey on the Jaeger, and then now DG's gonna go ahead and start getting some top control on site here. Maybe start opening things up. The sledge is down, so their soft destruction's out. We still have 2 shotguns on, or at least 1 shotgun on the board with the Jackal.
I wouldn't say soft destruction's out, because if you look, Jahui actually brought breach charges, so she's still going to be able to make an impact on that vertical play.
However, the pulse spots a player above. Does Pulse not have... Pulse's C4 is still up, pinging. Maybe did you try to get a teammate to come over and C4 for her? As some holes start coming from above, maybe they had intel that the Pulse was sitting there. A nice drone on site from Jahui here, now getting relaying information.
Kind of at a standstill here as both teams kind of try to figure out what the push is going to be. The attackers need to figure it out a lot quicker than the defenders do. And with this pulse still up on board, they're going to know that there's somebody just chilling outside the window. And that's going to be a missed smoke grenade that's going to cut off all the sight that she had into sunrise. They're going to have to wait for that smoke to dissipate.
Yeah, Pulse is definitely in a tricky spot here. She is in a good spot, but the plane's going down, unable to get a kill. C4 coming flying out to try to get the player on the bomb chassis, unable to. Maestro's pushing up, does not see the person on the couch, and the person on the couch does not see Maestro. However, Dope Girl gets a kill on the C4, the Claymore. Jahui picks off 1. Emily picks off 2 with the 81 bullets.
On the diffuser, the attackers are going to have to pick him off. Mute's down. Maestro, the only one left, but he's got the 81 bullets. He's pre-firing everything. He's going to get the Zofia. He's going to go for the defuse. No, he's not. He's going to try to get this player. He knows the time's running out. He's going to hit it 2 times. And get taken out by Dope Girl, who just showed patience.
The Maestro flick there was insane on the Jahui.
That was really nice. When you have that many bullets to work with, pre-fire everything. Why not?
So we're sitting here 2-2. Not surprised. These 2 teams are going to be battling out the entire game. There's no advantage for either one. Attackers don't have the advantage. Defenders don't have the advantage. This map comes down to pure gun skill and communication.
It is a fragger map, man. Absolutely.
Nothing too different here. We're going to be dropping the pulse for the Mozzie like they did the first time they came around to hookah. I'm interested to see how the attackers take it. If they try something similar to the first round of the game that they actually won. Or if they try something different here and maybe pressure from hookah. Or even from below and open up some vertical angles from below.
Yeah, I gotta say, Coastline is one of the maps that actually has a lot of different ways to attack and defend a site. The worrisome part of Coastline is that big square opening that has so much view into the map that can cut off so many rotations for the defenders.
Absolutely. Looks like Alyssa's down here trying to find Jahui's drone again. She spots it and decides to shoot it. I don't know if she had 3 pests up. Interesting that she didn't just take the free drone. Maybe she wants to use these pests as more of an intel, so they know where they're droning, maybe where they're going to be pushing out from.
I know that when I used to play Mozzie in prep phase, I destroy all the drones. That way, I'm not losing any intel denial with my pests.
And I love seeing the Monzi mute combo here. It makes gathering intel almost impossible, but the Lion placing a Claymore down early on. We'll see if the defenders are able to get it.
I want to say Dope Girl has actually gotten 2 or 3 kills from her Claymore.
Go ahead and hop on board here with Terra, as that window was just broken by the Jackal. However, if Jackal... I don't believe Jackal has the intel that she's sitting here on the stairs.
I don't think she does, but she may have seen some footprints in the area and is aware that somebody has been here.
Pre-fighters came
comes
out.
And that immediately pushes the Legion off
Absolutely.
of the stairs.
However,
It's funny how you don't even have to actually see somebody. They don't even have to see the drone. They hear it and they're like, nah, I'm out of here. It's just the threat of them knowing where you might be can make you change your position.
Maddox redecorating the flooring inside of VIP to try to get a nice pick, but no one's in the kitchen for her. Jahui's gonna be droning out site here, as well as Aqua getting droned out. Seems that it's all coming together for the attackers here, and they're about to make their final push on the site. However, it's still a 5v5, and the guns are going to be a slinging here.
Yeah, especially with so little time left in the round. At a 5v5, this is going to be an absolute slugfest when it comes time to plant.
Autumn May on the SMG-11 is absolutely insane. If they aren't able to take her down early game, this could be over. Maestro takes some shots early. Dope Girl gets an early pick on 2 Bailey. I believe that was from the roof as well. A nice angle as Jahui gets a second one onto Emily. Now it's 5v3. It's all coming together for the attackers here as they come together for their final push.
Was that the last Lion charge?
She has one
more in her pocket.
Autumn may take some shots here. Gets down to about 25 HP. Knows one's in VIP with Sophia stun. Comes out. Tara's still there to protect her. As Mozzie's in Sunrise trying to get a pick onto the Jackal. Comes out. Peeks again. Still reloading. Pays the price for it.
That was definitely a misplay by the Mozzie there.
And a flawless round coming out from Disrupt Gaming when they needed it most. That was perfectly executed from the attackers this time.
The patience definitely played off there. They didn't take any gunfights they didn't need to, and when they did come to a gunfight, they made sure that they won them. And that puts Disrupt up 3-2.
Going into the final round of this half. If I am Powerhaus Gaming, this is a round that we need to win. We want to be tied going into halftime. We don't want to be down 4-2. Put you at a huge disadvantage going into attacking.
And if you're DG, you absolutely want this going in your favor and being 4-2 going into the defending side of things. Because as I said earlier, I'm pretty sure that I would consider this an attacker-sided map. So getting those rounds early is going to be pretty important for them to come out with a W here.
So we're switching down here again to Service Kitchen. Autumn May going back over to the Pulse where she had a 4K on last time they went this round. Tara sticking that Legion. I like to stick onto the Mozzie here as well. Bailey picking the Jaeger, and then I think Emily's still on the Maestro. All these operators have a chance to really hold down the site. You have good roam presence as well as intel with the Maestro and the Pulse.
And this time, it doesn't look like it doesn't look like DG is basing their entire strategy around Monty, which was probably the fall of their last push here for Kitchen. I imagine looking at the operator lineup that they have here, they're going to go for that vertical pressure and take top control as early as possible.
Absolutely. DG not making the same mistake they did that one round there, getting the default cameras as they start making their way over to service. Here we go. We have Bailey sitting inside of theater trying to... Oh, and Automate gets an early pick on the Maddox. That's the sledge down. That's a great gun down.
And that's a lot of vertical pressure taken off the board too. Jehui on Zofia does have breaching charges. However, those make noise. It takes some time to put them down. And she only has 3 of them. As Sledge can just sledge as much as he wants.
Defenders cycling through cams here, waiting for the attackers to make their move, and the attackers are journeying out, waiting for the defenders to make a mistake. At some point, someone has to enter the building. As the Jaeger gets droned out, let's see if they can make her pay for that. That wall is not reinforced. Or it may have been, I may have been mistaken. It is reinforced.
Yeah, so she's in a pretty good spot to deny some more time. I don't think this is a gunfight that she wants to take, but she does, and she comes out on top for it. That's Jehui on the Zofia down. And now they don't really have any soft destruction other than Jackal shotgun, and that is not great.
I'm gonna hop on board with Cammy here. She knows the Jaeger's there. I don't know if she has the intel that the Jaeger's still in that spot. Fry Queen's gonna start making her way over. This is a good play here. Opens up, line charge coming out. Intel's out on the Jaeger still there.
Oh, and she's just too far left and right on both tries on the Jaeger. But Cammy's gonna come through and pick him off anyways.
And then there's Jackal smelling the feet. Gets the Mozzie. Mozzie's probably gonna be forced back to site here, but they don't have the intel that the Maestro is still behind that desk.
And if she hops off her drone too soon, then this Jackal is likely to die here.
Dope Girl falls down as someone pushes out of the bathroom. 5 Queen, I still don't think has the intel that the Maestro is sitting behind the desk.
No, they have no idea that this Maestro's here.
Automate gets down by Fry Queen. Maestro's still sitting in a place to get a nice double kill here. Prone gets one on Jackal.
You hate to see it. I think if there was more patience by the Maestro there, he may have been able to get a double kill. The calls probably came out that Maestro is still in the lobby, and there's probably some salt being tossed around because, well, we should have known that.
Dope Girl pushing in. Lion charge came out, gets hit by Elysian. Cammy comes in service. Dope Girl picks up one. And that's going to do it. The time runs out. Defenders win. We go into halftime 3-3. This is exactly what Powerhaus was looking for. And this is exactly what we were looking for.
Absolutely. I love seeing close games like this. I made the reference earlier, and I'll make it again now. This is like Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier. Foggers in chat if you get the reference.
So as we switch sides here, we're going to look at what they're going to bring. I like Automate on the IQ here. And the Capital as well. Alyssa decides to bring up the Capital. I feel that Capital has a great presence on this map, being able to smoke 2 different sites off at the same time, as well as put a fire and force defenders out. The 6 pick comes out. Sledge is dropped for the Habana. I don't know if I agree with that one. I would rather have the soft destruction in the Sledge than the hard breacher of Habana. I feel like Coastline's one of those maps that you don't necessarily have to bring in Habana on. And that's why you don't see teams bring Thermite that often.
So, I definitely understand why they would do it, especially for a site like Hookah. Being able to open up Pink Wall and or VIP gives you some really long angles to look into the defender's site. So I don't hate the Habana pick here. This seems like it's gonna be a pretty similar setup to the last, or I'm just kidding because they swapped sides, but it is a pretty similar setup to the way that Powerhaus played here.
I like Jihui here on the Valkyrie. I think Valkyrie is a great intel operator, and especially paired with Maestro. That's 5 cameras you have for even more intel. Are you surprised they're bringing the Jaeger and the Wamai? I mean, we've done a couple of their games in the past.
We've seen it a lot today.
Mm-hmm. Looks like the attackers are going to go to the roof.
Pick. It's a lot of utility that you can take off the board just by having those 2 operators, especially because they brought the Capitao. I really like the Wamai pick.
Not too much going on here for the attackers as they're just droning out, getting a feel for where the defenders are. We have Jihui still downstairs. I think she just got droned out. You could be sitting in blue bar the entire time though, because Fry Queen's right by the right side. I like the roam presence coming from DG here.
Me too, and I like the people that they have on roam. Having the Valkyrie downstairs is going to be huge, especially late round when... For a second I was like, where even is she? I didn't realize she was staying on top of the bar. But having Valkyrie playing below in blue bar late round is going to be huge. If she can stay alive, then that's potential C4 on the plant.
What a flank from Sunrise window as Fry Queen gets a pick on the Autumn May, but then immediately refragged onto Jihui as Bailey. Fry Queen gets the intel, but immediately gets shot from the back. I think someone was shooting through a wall and accidentally hit. If you're Fry Queen here, you're about to get pushed in from about 2 different angles. Drone's coming out. Someone needs to rotate.
They're going to be able to pick up where she is, and they're going to be able to collapse on her pretty easy.
Candy can do a lot of damage here sitting on Cool Vibe stairs if someone decides to push out from kitchen. But without that intel, she might not know that rotation down the Cool Vibes. As they just bombard into Sunrise Bar and kill the Fry Queen on that Jaeger. Habana sitting on this billiards window that we saw Jackal on in the beginning of this game. Looks like the attackers are getting ready to go. They're going to be entering Aqua here, and then they're going to make their final push into billiards. But they really need to get Maddox off of this shield inside of billiards. If she can get a pick here on the Habana, I think this round completely turns. Attackers push in. Maddox gets 1 onto the Capital.
That's the diffuser down as well. And she knows that there's more than 1 there, but does she know that there's 3 there?
Kimby gets a nasty headshot onto Bailey. They have to push in, time running out.
Real close for the bearing 9, maybe, nope.
It's gonna be a 2v2.
About to go down.
C4 comes out, it gets stuck on the roof. Unable to get the plant down. Oh no. The 81 bullets saved the round for Disrupt Gaming there, as Maestro just goes ahead and says, hey, I'm a pre-fire because I have 81 bullets and I'm going to turn this corner and kill your planter.
Did you see the Habana there? It seemed like after she got the kill, she kept firing with no recoil control, and it looked like she was shooting at the roof for a little while.
I'm not sure if that's an observer error or if that's what happened.
I'm not sure either.
Well, with that being said, DG takes the first round defense, bringing it up to a 4-3 lead in their favor. They're really going to, surprisingly, a penthouse theater. You don't really see that too much on Coastline. Usually you do the normal hookah, then you go down to kitchen, and then you go down to bar. But they're electing to go for their second site on penthouse.
I always hated defending penthouse in competitive play, especially with no Mira on the board, because Mira's banned right now. I think it's gonna be a hard hold, but maybe they've been working on a setup for this that is a little off color and different from the meta that helps them hold this.
Maybe with Penthouse not being in the meta for a second site defense, they'll catch the attackers off guard. So they're actually going to make a rotation hole here in Master into VIP to allow more players to play inside VIP. I don't personally like playing.
I like that.
I don't like playing in VIP. There's too many angles you can get shot from. They have been in the competitive game more and longer than I have, so. Jahui on the Jaeger doing a low roam here in kitchen, maybe trying to get someone picked off from service. Actually, the IQ's already in. Unable to do any damage as fire was shot. I like this long angle here from the dock onto that big window in Master. However, Capital's smoke can make a huge difference here as they throw the drone out.
Now that is a really nice angle, especially with the alibi there. Kind of disguises the dock a little bit because there's two heads that you have to look at and try to decide which one you're going to shoot.
Bailey gets a nice pick onto that dock. As now Fry Queen is kind of stuck in VIP where she can get pressured from both Hall of Fame, that window, as well as the hallway.
Curious to see if we'll see some alibi trickery. Now that they know that that was a fake alibi, I wonder if the real alibi will stand on top of that and see if she can get a lucky pick.
Juhui able to run out and get a nice pick onto the repelled Capital. We still have two outside of the VIP, one outside the White Stairs window, and only a minute and 10 seconds left in the game. Fry Queen on the alibi still staying there as three are about to come in. One's in Hall of Fame. I don't know if she realized this, but the Jackal is pushed in.
I think she saw Jackal cross.
She was down, but
oh, gotta pick him off.
As Julie picks up a kill on Terra. It's now a 4v2 in favor of DG.
Oh, I wish she wouldn't have swung out like that. She should have played in the corner and tried to take the 1v1.
Autumn May and Emily up as Autumn May gets picked off. Is that 3v1? This is gonna be a hard one to take 3v1 here, especially with all the rotation holes from in between sites.
Absolutely.
Emily has to make a spectacular play, which we know she's capable of.
15 seconds left. Hopefully the defenders don't get too anxious. And
there's one
for peak.
And unable to get the other two kills as Jahuli picks up a triple kill on Penthouse Theater defense.
DG really pulling ahead. This was a round for round kind of trade early in the beginning, but now I think they've won 3 in a row.
We're going back here to what I say is the secondary site, and kitchen serves entrance. Sticking the Valkyrie, the Maestro, the Jaeger, bringing out the smoke and the Legion here. Jahui hopping off the... This is one thing that I think DG does a really good job of is everyone is able to do everything. Jahui is one of those players, you tell her to play an operator and she'll do it, and she does it successfully.
Yeah, she's incredibly versatile. I've seen her play anything from the hard support of Maestro and Echo to roaming around the map as Legion or Jaeger. She's what I'd call a true flex player. She's really able to play anything.
EG electing to reinforce triple wall. They put 2 on the quad wall, and then there go the holes and above so that they can look down from luggage as well. Nothing too weird happening on this defensive setup. I would like to see maybe a rotation hole or some bullet holes in the bathroom onto service. 10 seconds in, Maestro's just putting down that last cam. If you're attacking as Powerhaus right now, are you thinking top-down clearance, or are we just going to try to play horizontal here? It looks like they're going to be going for a top-down.
For me, it's always top-down on this site. You have to get that vertical pressure. There's not enough entries into these sites for you not to get an early pick as an attacker from vertical play.
I love that angle from Jahui, but unfortunately she gets droned out, and that information is going to be relayed to Powerhaus. And we got a nice spectator glitch.
I like that. That's a good view. That's a long angle.
That was a very long angle. Intel's being provided about the roamers upstairs as Autumn May goes ahead and enters Hall of Fame looking down towards the air. Both those walls are reinforced. Bailey's on the rappel trying to put pressure in. This
I
Fry,
think Autumn May knows that she's on the right-hand side.
however, Cammy,
Valkyrie's gonna return some shots, prone out, and just gonna hide in the corner and hope for the best. They're both reloading. And Valkyrie's able to get out of there
that's a win. That is a win.
over 50 HP. I would say that's a win.
Autumn May swings in, decides to put some lead down range, unable to connect on anyone in the 90 window, but spots the bow cam without even needing to use
That
the
was
pistol.
impressive.
We have,
And I believe Valkyrie rotated back down to sight, so now with that vertical pressure, they're gonna have to worry about the C4, but Fry Queen on the Jaeger is gonna take out the Jackal and immediately get refragged by the Habana.
I was about to say we're about a minute left in the round. I haven't seen anyone get any kills, and then all of a sudden Terror with a double kill, picking off Jahui. This is a dangerous position for Terror to be in. She's got angles on multiple spots that the defenders can be sitting in. I think she has intel that someone might be in Sunrise. However, she decides to she gets in the kitchen and then immediately gunned down.
Ow. I think she may have thought that she was down because she immediately proned out when she got shot. So it kind of looked like she went down, but she was still up and honestly pretty healthy for the amount of shots that she took.
Alyssa on the capital takes a bit of damage from the smoke canister. However, Autumn May comes in and gets one. Downs the other.
This is going to be a hard post plant to take. Your Maestro, you have 73 bullets in the magazine now. You're going to try to bait out some shots. Maybe try to go for the defuse.
Pros don't fake. Pros don't fake. May have faked that one.
That one should have been faked. Maybe a little bit. But I'm sure if she had defused it, we probably wouldn't have been saying that.
So we have done our rotations here, and we are able to go back to hookah and billiards. We'll see if it's a similar setup from DG, and we'll see if Powerhaus decides to attack it a bit differently. We see Alyssa hopping over to the Ash here. How do you feel about Ash? Lack of utility. She's got some soft destruction. Is it a no-brain Ash play, or like what makes you take Ash over Sophia?
You can't ask me those kinds of questions. I'm a Zofia main at heart. Zofia can just do it all. I mean, she has one less stun, but she has way more opportunity for destruction.
How many shields? One shield. So they're only bringing up one shield. Maybe they are thinking they need more impact for the Maestro cameras as well as the shield. We're starting to see a similar setup here on hookah as the first round. Jahui's going to be on that roam downstairs in blue where she got an early pick. Spots the drone, shoots it out. Defenders only have, I believe, 9 drones left. Now, do you think all teams do that? Do you think teams at this level are counting their drones?
Oh, I mean, absolutely. That's something that any team looking to be competitive needs to do. You need to know what kind of intel the attackers have on you as a defender. So anytime you destroy a drone, the number of drones that they have left should be coming out. Still pretty slow going into the round here. Round 10. Disrupt up 5-4 against Powerhaus. I don't know if IQ has the intel that Jaeger is in Sunrise, but a drone does come out. The drone's behind the bar. 2 drones come out, and at this point they should know. And think, was the Jaeger downed? Yeah, Jaeger's down, but Jehui comes around with a flank, and she's able to pick off 2 with Valkyrie. Nice work by Jehui. And she's just gonna hang out in security and just make sure there's nobody else coming through the office area. There is Habana outside of blue. She's gonna hop on drones while Maddox holds the angle and gets picked off by Terra on the Habana.
So this went from very winnable by the defense of 5v3 to now a swing 3v2 in favor of Powerhaus Gaming. Cammy and Dope Girl, you can't count them out here in this 3v2.
No, I think this is still very winnable for both teams.
Maestro sitting here behind Pink Bar, it can be a dangerous place to be because you're almost stuck there. Once the attacking team gets the intel there, if they had someone over in VIP, it'd be an easy collapse. So I think everyone's over there in Aqua right now. They're getting ready. They have 50 seconds left. They're gathering that intel, getting ready to make that last minute push. As Dope Girl's sitting here on a pixel angle, trying to look around the bomb chassis.
Drone comes out. They probably spotted the Maestro there. But because of the Wamai and Jaeger combo, they're going to be able to burn so much of that utility. They try to flash, but it didn't affect the mute. No plants going down yet, but Habana's pushing all the way up into sight. Gets taken out by the Maestro.
I think that was the Ash.
Oh, it was the Ash. C4 doesn't connect.
Oh, but Dope Girl gets a kill on the Terra.
Habana, and all of the bullets come out, but they're unable to land it on the Jackal as she picks up a double kill there at the end after planting the bomb.
The pre-fire there from the Maestro, 9 times out of 10 ends up with that Jackal being dead, but the reaction time...
I thought it was going to.
The reaction time from Bailey on that Jackal.
That was insane. I doubt she's a boomer. She's got that young Adderall blood.
That play was so hype, my dog had to comment on it.
And this game is as close as it gets. It is 5-5 right now. Both teams 1 round off of match point.
In a situation
One
like
of these teams are going to be advancing and making it into Season 1 of NACL off this game. But at this point, I don't know who it's going to be.
I still think Favor is in Disrupt Gaming being on defense and still having Hookah up here. Hookah's one of the strongest defender points on this map. However, Powerhaus just said, hey, we know that this is a stronghold, and we're taking this round. I think if Powerhaus is able to get a couple early picks here on some defenders, maybe on Jehui, who's been roaming, or even Maddox, who was roaming downstairs as well, that Powerhaus could easily take this round. It really comes down to like about the first minute and a half in the game, who has more intel and who's able to win their gunfights. As Jehui's down here in kitchen, gets immediately droned out. The second drone comes in, gets into a gunfight with, I believe that was the Jackal, Bailey on the Jackal. No, Autumn May on the IQ. Autumn able to get the kill. And this is exactly what I said they needed to do if they wanted to come around with this round win.
They're definitely doing a lot better with their drone work. They're sending in multiple drones in front of their entries. Autumn May is going to take out Fry Queen. That's going to be both the Valkyrie and the Jaeger off the board. It's 5v3 in favor of the attackers.
Yeah, if you're Powerhouse game, this is exactly what you wanted. You got the early picks of 2 of the better roamers that DG has here. Now you're 5v3. Almost everyone on your team has full health, going against a full health squad and DG. However, there's only 3 of them. New Gemmer's still up, so they can't drone into Aqua. And I believe
1:35 left in the round. The attackers have a huge advantage. IQ below, just trying to get rid of some of the mute jammers. Maestro has to know at this point where this IQ is. Maybe fire some rounds to the floor, hope for something lucky, or just play patiently and not give your position away.
Tara's out here on the Habana. She actually shoots the pellets into Hookah and tries to get the wall open, but the Maestro's going to shoot the pellets behind the bar. She's got the information, sees the Maestro. Habana's only has 21 bullets and one to kill with the SMG-11 because Habana had to reload. That makes that a 4v3 now. Still in favor of Powerhaus. Minute left in the round.
I'm surprised she was able to get the Habana pellets shot because Maestro actually crossed right in front of her as she was shooting him. She was completely defenseless and Maestro didn't take the shot.
Bailey can do a lot of damage here coming from VIP. However, that barbed wire is going to make some noise. She's able to get the kill on the Womai. Sees one vase. Able to get the double kill on the one in the vase. Maestro's the last one up. Dope Girl gets one kill. Peeks the corner and immediately shut down. Powerhaus Gaming takes round 11 and is now on match point.
This is a hell of a game. I love how close it is. Both these teams very evenly matched on a pretty good map.
This is what it comes down to. This is your spot in Season 1 of the North America Contender League. Two of the bigger teams competing, fighting for that spot right now. The other one has to play another game to prove themselves. If you're DG, you are giving maximum effort to deny everything.
You have to. If you're DG, you're just coming off a pretty decisive loss on border from Team Wazda. You need to regather yourself. You need to focus up. And you absolutely need this round. You need to take it to overtime.
Disrupt Gaming electing to go down to Service Kitchen again. I agree with this based on the fact that they lost 2 in a row up in Hookah. After you lose that second round, you gotta start looking at a different site. You don't want to keep repeating the same thing. That's what the definition of insanity is. So I like the choice to move out sites here.
I think if you're DG, you're in a pretty tough spot. You have to decide, do we play aggressive here and try to get an early pick or two? Or do we play patient and make them come to us? Do we let them get that vertical pressure?
To be honest with you, I'm not really sure because Autumn May has been an absolute beast on entry right now. Her and the IQ just have an agreement. As Tara's spots at this window was broken earlier, maybe a Valk cam thrown out, maybe just a distraction. Looks like Cammy's doing that same kind of roam. This time she's going to be roaming over more towards pink instead of going into theater. Maybe and look at that. The default cam's still up. However, no attackers on that side of the map. A little unfortunate, but looks like Alyssa's going to be droning out. Attackers just on the drone, getting a feel for what's going on. Defender's kind of doing the same, rotating from cameras. IQ's going to be peeking here, trying to get any and everything that's in her way to allow her team to easy push in.
That made me really nervous.
Yep. Yeah, it gave me the chills, not gonna lie.
That's why I don't play IQ. It's too easy to focus on the electronics and kind of lose sight of where you are and the positioning you're in.
Powerhaus.
More Legion mines come out from Jihui just to make sure that they don't push in through surface without being undetected, which looks like where this entire push is coming from. It looked like there were 3 attackers lined up outside of service.
So a Capital Flame coming out, connects, and I believe Jihui got hit with a couple bullets there, dropping her down to about 50 HP. Powerhaus looks to be stacking up as one's coming down from White Stairs, gets down. Fry Queen able to get the early pick. I say early, but we're about 2 minutes into the round. This is exactly.
Fry Queen living up to her name.
But what's this? What is
now.
this? The smoke grenade comes out, but the IQ's gonna stick it. Does she have time? She does. She sticks it, but she gets down immediately killed. 5v3 situation post plant. Terror picks off one. 4v3. This is still winnable if you're the defender. Smoke's gonna kind of smoke the canister out. Go for a plant. Does she have the cover from her team? No, she does not. Capital gets the pick from the rappel. Sophia, Emily gets a second pick. This one from her 5v3 to now a 3v1. Powerhaus Gaming is one moment away from clutching the round. And they do it!
And Powerhaus takes it. That's GG's. They have now qualified. I believe they're our second team to qualify for the league. And I've got to say, watching that from Legion's perspective, when Smoke went for the defuse, Legion was looking at Smoke defusing. She wasn't really covering her teammate. And that's kind of unfortunate.
We take a look at the scoreboard here. We see Autumn, May, Tara, and Bailey absolutely popping off in this game. Respect to DG. They did everything they could, but they were going to have to play another game to get their spot in the first season of NACL.
And this is their last chance.
We will be right back with another game.